Hello and welcome. Join us to explore fascinating adaptations of animals to maintain temperature. Here with Bonsu. An adaptation is a thing that an animal has in order to survive or to do certain things in the wild. It's due to evolutionary changes in their physique, metabolism, or even their behavior. The first incredible adaptation is the large ears of the elephant. They function as a natural radiator, allowing efficient dissipation of heat or maintenance. Did you know that elephants can exhibit different ear positions and movements depending on their level of excitement or hostility? Waving and spreading their ears in response to stimuli can quickly evoke responses from other nearby elephants. For example, when detecting danger, elephants may raise their heads, spread their ears, and exhibit other alert behaviors to communicate potential threats to nearby individuals. Another interesting adaptation is the cavernous bodies in the bowhead whale. They protect the brain and warm the surrounding water. This structure is believed to act as a thermoregulatory adaptation, since it allows whales to control heat loss by transferring internally generated body heat to the cold sea water, helping them maintain a stable body temperature. Additionally, this structure may play a role in protecting the brain from hyperthermia, as it is highly vascularized and contains large volumes of blood. You know that this whale is the longest lived whale in the whole world, capable of living up to 200 years, more than your grandparents. Seals also have an interesting adaptation, are called thermal windows, and they are in the seal's trunk. The water trapped within the seal's fur can evaporate more easily due to the elevated temperature in those areas. This evaporation process requires a comparatively large amount of latent heat, creating a temporary hotspot for heat dissipation. Furthermore, heat can be transported to a small area of the wet body surface through blood flow, enhancing evaporation and facilitating heat loss. Chameleons have an adaptation using their color changing behavior. They use reflectance to regulate temperature by increasing reflectivity at elevated body temperatures and decreasing reflectance at lower body temperatures, affecting the rate of radiant energy absorption. This radiative control, which handles visible light and reflects near-infrared light, helps chameleons control the temperature in various conditions. Did you know that not only the chameleons use color change to their advantage, but also Galapagos marine iguanas can darken their skin to absorb more heat from the sun? The position of the legs of the hummingbird can also help to maintain temperature. The hummingbirds were observed keeping their feet and toes in a special area of soft belly feathers at low ambient temperatures, gradually exposing them as temperature rises and keeping them fully exposed at high temperatures. This suggests that the position of the feet depends on ambient temperature and likely influences the bird's heat transfer coefficient. Did you know that they are the only birds that can fly backwards? Their flying ability includes not only forward and sideward movements, but also the unique ability to reverse in the air. Another interesting species is the artifox, since they can change the thickness of their fur with the seasons. Heat loss to the environment can be reduced by air trapped between the hair and the skin, and by a greater hair density or diameter during winter. This change in fur diameter is not the only thing that they can do. They also change the color of their fur. When snow melts, their fur becomes slightly brown, while in the coldest months, when the landscape turns white, their fur loses all pigment and becomes white, helping them camouflage against predators and also helping them hunt. Another interesting animal is the camel, since these animals are among the few that can alternate between two types of thermoregulation mechanisms, poikilothermy and homeothermy, making them heterothermic animals. Although they are not the only ones to use this system, the combination of these and other adaptations for survival makes them one of the most adaptive animals in the world. These mechanisms help them maintain their temperature in the desert, where homeothermy refers to maintaining a constant body temperature through high heat production and regulatory mechanisms, while poikilothermic animals have a temperature that varies with the environment. When there is a lot of heat in the environment, camels become poikilothermic, thus avoiding the use of energy required for homeothermy. Another interesting thing about camels is that they have oval-shaped red blood cells instead of round ones like us. This peculiarity allows them to withstand extreme conditions, such as dehydration during long periods in the desert. Finally, we have the peninsular pronghorn. It has a subcutaneous layer of muscles that allow it to move its fur upward or downward, releasing or trapping the hot air. Something very interesting about this animal is that it's the last antelope in the world, the only representative of the Antilocapridae family, and is an endemic animal of the Baja California Peninsula.